Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to move ahead and look at how we can deal with pages inside Inertiajs. So far what we have responded with is this very basic inertia function returning a component. But now if we want to make it a little more serious application, we need to have the MVC pattern. So what I will do is create two controllers. So first one is home controller, and yes, the profile controller. So this should give me two files inside HTTP controllers, right? And what I will do is get rid of everything in here and do home controller class. I will name it, and I have a profile root as well. So now with this in place, what we need to do is obviously on the home we would continue to show the same page. Okay, invoke, and I will do return inertia home. Now inertia returns an inertia response, so I can do response coming from inertia, and I'll keep the request handy. We will use that later, but this is what now the controller is doing instead of what we were having in the web.php. Similarly, inside my profile controller, I'll need to get the response from inertia, and I'm expecting a component called profile. So now that I need a page, I'll do profile.view, and for now we'll just steal a little bit of code from here. Like this, which basically means if I now go to the home, will continue to be there, and if I do profile, I see those two pages. Fair enough. Let's move ahead. So now that we see that these two pages have different content coming from the view file, as next steps, let's look at if we are able to install the Vue extension as well. Vue dev toolbar, something like that. Yeah, I am sure this would be the one. Add to Firefox. Perfect. I'll need to open up that thing again. It didn't come up. Open extension. Why is it not working? Yeah, here it is. I can see that we have a root, then we have inertia, and then we have profile. This is how this debug bar will help you. On the home, no, sorry, not home. Looks like it is behaving a little erratic, but in here I can now see this is the home component. Okay, the next thing is, if you remember in the web.php, I was sending some data points. So how can we do that over here? The process is same, okay, like this. I can do something like user, add country, and maybe one more thing, which is search. For now, I'll keep this as request, input, search. If the query param is not present, then it's empty. Fair enough. Now let's just refresh this, and this is on the home page, is it? Okay. Let's not do it on the home. Maybe we'll do it on the profile. Okay. like so. So let me now go to profile, and in here, if I now look at the component, can you see I have some additional attributes in here, which is reactive as well. So I have name, I have country, and I have search, which is empty. Now, one more thing that we need to do is obviously render it. So how do we do that? Because we are sending this as props, I will need to get that inside the component. This is the home component. I need that inside my view component. In the profile. So what we will do is Inertia gives us a function called define props, and that I will define that I'm expecting user, which is an object, and I'm expecting search, which is a string. Now, why is it not formatting the document? Okay, configure. Okay. So this is done. And now if I refresh, I can see these are now treated as props instead of attributes. If you remember, if I show you again, I'll just refresh. And these are all attributes. They are not directly being usable, but now if I refresh, things have changed. They are now props. And because these are props, what I can do is say user.name from user.country, like this. And you can see this is changing. If I make a change over here, if I refresh, the name changes. Okay, so this is done. We know now how we can send data from the controller to a component using the props. But there is one more interesting thing, which is the search. See, with search, what I can now do is search inertia. So what is happening is now in the dev tool, I can see that the search now has a value. And because it is available to me, what I can do is say if any kind of view expression will be working, if search like so. And now I can see that the user searched for inertia. Whereas if I remove this, it just says the content is coming from profile page. The second part is missing. And anything in here will obviously come up. Okay, so now we are pretty clear about the request thing as well. So the question is, how do we now handle the navigation? Because right now, moving between the profile and the home page is basically changing the links, right, or on the address bar. So the obvious thing which we can do is, maybe I will have an A tag which goes to the home. Okay, and I'll pick this from here. Say profile. Okay, this is visible, but if I go to profile, can you see the page is kind of refreshing, right? I can confirm that even here. See, I'm on the home page. I click profile. I have 16 requests. And now again, it did a full refresh. Well, then what is Inertia doing? Well, the thing is, this is what we are looking at, the links. Inertia comes with a links component, and if you want to link between pages, then you need to use this component. Okay, so let's see how we can use that. First of all, in here I will do import from @inertia view. I will import the link, and now instead of a tag I will have link like this. I'll copy this, paste it here, say profile. And now if everything is correct, which is not, because in here I need this part. Okay, so this is my home page, and if I now click on profile, I see only one Ajax request made, and can you see literally this is the SPA effect that I was talking about. Pretty neat, isn't it? So now the next part is we were sending some query parameters, right? We can do that with the link component as well. So if I go to the home page, in here, what I can do is I can say data equals something. Now this something is going to be this is on the profile, right? Okay, I'll change that. Vue.js. Has to be single quote. Like this, and I'll need to take it from here, go into home page, and I'll paste it here because it's the profile page which has the query attribute thing. And maybe I'll do profile for Vue.js and profile for Inertiajs. Okay, and now if I go to, I'm on the home page, maybe I'll do a BR. Yeah. So if I click on view, didn't work. Should have worked because I'll go to home. Okay, now it is doing that. Right. So you can see now it says user searched for Vue.js. And if I click on Inertia, user searched on Inertiajs. And this thing is, this link can pass data not only in a GET request, but even you can send data as post. You will see the documentation. This is ahref logout method post as button, and then you can do a lot of things. It supports post, put, patch, delete, everything that is possible in terms of the verbs. And yeah, this is the data which we saw. So based on this, as you can understand, we are able to get a lot of things done in Inertia. We saw the concept of pages. We saw how we can respond to a request using Inertia responses. We saw how we can send data from Laravel to a Vue component like this in here, and then take it as props inside the Vue component and then render them. We can even do any kinds of conditional things inside Vue. Whatever is possible with Vue, you can easily do that because in the end it's a Vue component, right? Then we saw how we can even leverage the query parameters to change the behavior inside of a Vue component, because query parameter is quite common for even like things like search pages or filters and stuff. So you can easily handle those situations. Then we saw how we need to use the link component of Inertiajs, which allows us to get that SPA feel inside our application, and how we can even send data using the link component. So yeah, that's what we wanted to cover in this video. I know there is quite a few things, and you can take your time, go through each part of the video and understand them, because this is going to be the building blocks of us creating the application that we want. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, then do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.